guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, hi, hello, my name is Lauren. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys all about how to increase your Etsy sales in 2022. A lot of people have a New Year's goal of starting their small business or starting an Etsy shop in 2022. So what better time to talk about how you can increase your sales? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Tip number one, you need to make sure that with your Etsy shop, you have high quality branding. Your branding is a lot more than just your color scheme or your fonts, but it is your more cohesive look at what you are as a business and as a brand in whole. Meaning that when someone comes on to your shop, they should really get this overall sense of feeling about what your shop is, who your target audience is, and really what your style is as well. All sorts of things kind of come into play when we're talking about our branding, from your colors and your fonts to your cover photo, your logo, what kind of mock-ups or photos you use and how you photograph your items, and also of course your social media. All of these things together are what really creates that cohesive brand. Having a cohesive brand in 2022, in my opinion, is essential. That is one of the best ways to stand out on Etsy, and it's definitely essential for a small business so that you look professional. And it's honestly one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're first starting out on Etsy, is thinking that they don't need to do that, or they're too afraid to figure out how to do it, so they just completely don't do it at all. And I'm telling you, you're missing out on a lot of sales if you don't do this for your business. If you guys want an entire dedicated video on how to have a cohesive brand for your Etsy shop, let me know down below in the comments. Tip number two, if you want to increase your sales, one of my go-to things to do is to increase your number of listings. This is always a big go-to of mine, and something that I like to do if I'm seeing a slowdown in sales or if I'm starting a brand new shop. Now you guys, if you're not new to my channel, you'll know that I actually just started a new shop completely. And one of my strategies for the shop, because I wasn't using any social media at all for it, was to increase my number of listings and work on bumping up my listings in the shop so that there were a lot of items in it. Now it is a digital shop, so that definitely allowed me to have more items than say a typical store would that had to handcraft something. So keep that in mind. Obviously, you know your item, you know your competitors, and you'll know what's an acceptable number. However, if you're not sure what number you need to be working towards or how many listings you should be having in your shop, I highly recommend going and researching your competitors. Go into Etsy.com, search whatever it is that you sell in your shop, and see what your competitors are doing. Do they have 100 listings? Do they have 500 listings? Do they have 1,000 listings? Whatever it is that you kind of see is the average, make that a number that you work towards. Now you don't have to crunch them all out and do all of that in one day or even in 1 month. You can break it up over a period of time, and I promise you'll still have that same success, and you'll start to see your sales increase as well. Because just the likelihood of increasing your sales increases your chances and opportunities to be found on Etsy, which then again also increases your actual sales. So more items equals more chances to make sales, and more chances to make sales equals more sales, right? Tip number three is to run sales on your shop. This is one of my favorite little hacks to use if your shop is struggling or having a harder time making sales. It's also just a really good tactic for brand new shops in general too. How I like to use this is by offering a percentage off. So I will go into my little Etsy marketing tab and go to the sales and coupon section, and then I will run a sale on all of my items or some of them, whatever I feel like doing, and I'm gonna mark them off, honestly, a really good deal. For the most part, I sell digital products, so for me that kind of works. Putting your items on sale actually helps in the Etsy search, because when people are looking for an item, they can filter by things that are on sale, and then your items are gonna show up for that. Not to mention when they're scrolling through the list of items on the feed and they see yours and they're like, oh, I love this. Oh, and it's on sale. Well, shoot, then it creates a sense of urgency. They're like, okay, well, this is on sale. I need to go ahead and buy it now because I'm not going to get the same good deal if I wait. Now, they don't know how long your sale is going to last. So that's kind of where this is a whole tip and hack sort of situation. And you can make the sale last for forever. But it's some sort of psychological thing with shoppers where when they're going through, they see a sale on an item, they're more likely to purchase it than the one that's not on sale. So running a sale on your shop is definitely a good hack, and one that I like to use to increase my sales when things are looking a little low. Tip number four is to use social media. Yep, it's social media, my friends. I know I'm gonna get a lot of eye rolls with this because there are a ton of people out there who hate hearing the idea of having to do short form form video content. And if you don't know what I mean by short form video content, I mean TikToks, I mean Instagram Reels, I mean YouTube Shorts. That is where content is at these days, and that is how you're going to drive a ton of traffic to your shop, my friends. If you are not doing that, then I highly, highly, highly recommend that you start. Those have definitely been the reasons that my sales have increased. And I'm telling you, it's just from creating daily content on those two platforms. I make a daily Instagram reel and I make 3 to 4 TikToks a day. And I know the whole 3 to 4 TikToks a day can be, you know, a little overwhelming if you're just starting. So if you want, just make one a day on both. Don't post on each other's platform. If you created the video in TikTok, don't download it and upload it to Instagram and vice versa. Don't do that. They hate each other. They don't like the watermarks. Blech. What I like to do is you film it outside of the apps. You film it on your phone and then you edit it on your phone in an outside app like InShot. That's the one that I like to use. And you edit it and then you have the video in your phone and then you can upload it on each of your respective platforms and then you can add the text or do what else you want on those and make it personalized for each app. And that seems to work the best, and that is what has made me so successful with my social media platforms and has allowed my sales to go from like down here to like out of the camera frame because they're higher than I've ever had in my life. So my next suggestion for you guys would actually be Pinterest. Pinterest is my holy grail way, my OG, the best gal who's been there for forever to help grow your Etsy shop. Now, Pinterest has definitely changed a little bit since, you know, even a year ago. I mean, all social media platforms have, right? Since then, there are kind of some new things you need to know about Pinterest and how to grow your sales with it. Oh, here's my dog, Charlie. He just likes to be a part of the filming sometimes. First thing you need to know about Pinterest is that you need to be creating fresh pins daily. So fresh pins are just that. They're new pins that you create each day. And these new pins can be your photos that you have in your listing. They could be the videos that you're creating for Instagram or TikTok. Both of these kind of work, and I would use a combination of both of them to really help you out here. See, if you're already creating content for your Instagram and TikTok, you already end up with a lot of content that you can use on Pinterest, so it kind of helps. So if you're creating new pins daily, then what you also need to be focused on are the idea pins. These are kind of like stories almost, but really just like videos like TikToks or Instagram, but there's not a good way to scroll on them on Pinterest. I hope it makes sense. It's just a feature. If you click the little plus button at the bottom, you'll see like create a pin or an idea pin. The idea pins are just really tall and vertical like the Instagram stories would be essentially. You can use that and upload your TikToks on there. Upload your TikTok, upload your Instagram Reels, upload your Instagram photos, upload your photos of your listing whenever you create a new listing, and just put them all on there and create idea pins as often as you can. And then my third tip for using Pinterest to grow is to be a part of group boards. Group boards are boards that multiple people pin to, and they have thousands and thousands of followers. These group boards are perfect if you're just getting started out on Pinterest because you then get access to thousands of other people's followings, and your pins are more likely to go viral and they get just a lot more eyes on them and a lot more traction and traffic. And when you get a lot of eyes and traffic on your views on your actual pins, then yeah, typically that means more people are gonna go and click and they're gonna go and buy. Kind of like a chain reaction sort of thing. This leads to that, leads to this, to that, you know? Group boards can be incredibly helpful. The way that I would use them in 2022 is actually, instead of repinning your content to them, I would actually pin your fresh content to them instead of your own personal board. You can do both, obviously, but you can pin directly to the group boards with a fresh pin. That's gonna be super helpful and definitely a big hack, a great way to use your group board, get a big audience on your pins, get a lot of eyes on your pins, and hopefully get a lot more traffic. Now, I do sell a list of over 150 different Pinterest group boards that are just for Etsy sellers. They're literally for every single niche. So if you are a woodcutter, or you make clay earrings, or you sell digital products, or whatever it is that you sell, right? Even services for Etsy. These boards work for every single niche. They're for all Etsy sellers. I'm gonna link it up here for you guys, as well as down below in the description box if you wanna go and check it out. This list of boards is so helpful, you guys. It's like the #1 hack that I give people all the time and I talk about, because it's going to make such a huge difference in your Pinterest traffic and then in your Etsy sales. But as I mentioned earlier, the best way to use these group boards in 2022 is to pin fresh content to them. So creating new pins and pinning directly to these group boards. You can do this by literally taking, let's say you have one photo of your listing or your item that you're selling on Etsy, making sure it's vertical, that is. You're going to pin it to all of the different group boards. But each time you pin it to a group board, you're going to want to create a new pin. Every time that you want to pin to a group board, it would be more beneficial for you to create a brand new pin and pin it to one board at a time. Now you can use the same photo over and over again to create a new pin. You can have that new photo as many times as you want. Just try and switch up your keywords, your title, your description, those types of things so you can test out different SEO on Pinterest too. So as I mentioned, that will be linked in the description box for you guys if you want to go and check it out. Question of the day for you guys. If you are selling on Etsy, what is it that you sell? I love learning what you guys sell in your shops and seeing what your passions and creations are. Please let me know down below in the comments. I'll be responding to all of them. Right here on the screen for you guys, I'm going to link another video that I think you'll find helpful, as well as an entire playlist full of other Etsy related videos. Down here, you're going to find my subscribe button so you can stick around for more videos, as well as the Etsy group board list so that you guys can go and purchase that and download it and start using it to drive your traffic and your sales. And without further ado, guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.